Please welcome John Barrows.
Cool, so I just take it from there? All right, how's everybody doing today? So I am fired up to be sitting here. I'm going to be moderating this panel with four of, first of all, my favorite people. I've worked with each one of these, so I'd like to bring them all up here if you guys don't mind. Ralph, Bill, everybody else. Ralph Basari, he actually is the VP of Operations at Achievers in San Fran and runs the sales development and sales operation. We got Bill Binch, has actually been with Marketo for a while and has helped lead their organization and runs all of the, he's got positions at different places, but also, let's see, sales organization, key architecture of companies' rapid sales growth. What are you running right now? The SMB side of the house, right?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Then we got Lesley, SVP and GM of Commercial Sales at Box. She's been doing some awesome stuff over there. And Andrea, who is building high-performance sales teams at Inside View and leads the mid-market enterprise sales team. So each one of these people I've actually worked with personally, worked with their teams, and know that they are pretty much on the forefront of where sales is going these days. And so today, the panel discussion is really going to be focused on what's happening in sales, top of the funnel stuff, trying to get people to, tips and ideas and things that they can do. And so I wanted to start off really first by asking everybody in the room here, how many people in here work for companies under 100 employees? All right, cool. How many are in some sort of sales or just leadership position here? How about individual contributors? All right, so a decent mix of people, but we're going to try to make this as relevant as possible to everybody here. And so as we go through this, I think we're going to save some time for questions at the end, but I'm going to just kind of try to be as dynamic as possible here. And what I want to start with is talking about kind of the evolution of sales. And Max hit on it. He said this is a really exciting time to be in sales right now. I also think it's a very dangerous time to be in sales right now. Actually, if you're following Jamie, I haven't met you in person, but how's it going, man? So if you're not following Sales for Life, I'm not plugging, but he's got a great blog, and he talks about social selling, and he put a post out there recently about how Forrester, right, is saying that 22% of the sales process is going to disappear by the time, is going to be fully automated by, 2020, it said? Right? And how a vast majority of us in sales are going to be replaced through technology. Right? So because marketing automation and all that stuff is coming upstream so fast, and consumers are having far more access to information than they ever had before in their lives. And so the value of a sales rep is really starting to get squeezed there, and especially at the top of the funnel, right? Because we still have all this marketing lead generation, but we still have SDRs, we still have BDRs. So the question is how do we add that value at that top and then all the way through? So with that, I'm actually going to start with Bill, because I don't think there's a better person to ask about this based on what Bill's been doing over the years here with Marketo, and to talk about the evolution of sales and marketing, right? Because in just a brief, I think sales has kind of evolved slightly over the years with new methodologies, whatever, but nothing's really changed the game until about 4 or 5 years ago when technology just came in and just shattered everything. And Bill's been with Marketo for how many years now?
7 years.
7 years, and seen marketing automation and the impact that it has had on the top of the funnel. So I guess my big question to you, Bill, here is you still have SDRs and still have BDRs, right? You still are doing outbound, even though your product does an amazing job at driving inbound. So talk to us about what you've seen over the past 5 or 6 years and how the intersection between sales and marketing have changed and where it's going.
I'll step back, John, even farther than 5 or 6 years, and I'll go back probably 20 or 30 years. Where you have the quintessential VP of sales going into an organization to get a new job. Mm-hmm. And that person's meeting with the CEO, and that CEO is asking them a bunch of questions about their background. And then when it comes time to ask questions back, that VP of sales is probably asking some questions of, how many reps do I have? What's the quota per rep? What's the average sale price? What's the direct to indirect split? Questions like that. And what we saw was technologies like Siebel and then Salesforce came in and started changing that conversation to where the head of sales, the next generation, would come in and ask all those same questions, but they would also walk in and ask some more nuanced questions around what's the selling methodology that we use? Obviously, what's the selling system to bring all of the salespeople together to be able to talk the same language? What's the SFA system? And that probably takes us back 15, 20 years from now. And then brings us up to a new stage, which you referenced there about 5, 10 years ago, which is even a farther step forward of sales and marketing really commingling and working together. And that all of a sudden adds a new set of questions that that VP of sales is now asking that CEO, which is, tell me what the marketing sourced lead percentage is versus the sales sourced or the channel sourced type of things. Tell me what percentage of our spend is spent on sales and marketing combined. They're now speaking a different language as opposed to the old school salesperson that just